Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Ahlan wa sahlan. Take two. And I do apologize. My throat is a bit bad today. Nose is a bit runny. I don't know. I think I've got some sort of a lingering cold that's been going on for about a week or two. So anyway, let's crack on then. My clay cup is back. Hope you guys had a wonderful Friday, Juma. Today I had a talk as well. So when I have a talk, I usually get some sort of sore throat or something. وعليكم السلام Ismail, أهلا وسهلا. Umran, أهلا وسهلا. أهلا وسهلا. Welcome. H YouTube, وعليكم السلام. Sheikh, is it permitted to eat fruits from the trees that are planted near roads and parks? I would assume yes, because they're generally for the public. وعليكم السلام. Sarah, أهلا وسهلا. I'm very good, thank you very much. How are you? Danish, وعليكم السلام. My brother Danish, أهلا وسهلا. No audio, no voice. Yeah, should be working now. محمد السلام عليكم أيها الأستاذ كيف أنت؟ أنا بخير الحمد لله الحمد لله. وكيف أنت؟ وكيف جمعة؟ Oh yeah, let me just do Insta. Let me just put it onto Instagram for a while. See what Insta people are saying. Okay. Right, so I hope you guys have been having a wonderful, enjoyable time. Q&A. Friday. Okay, there you go. Why I can't hear? Okay, sound should be working now. Sufyan, alaikum assalam. Ahlan wa sahlan, my brother Sufyan. I miss you, man. I miss Derby, bro. I miss Derby. Hope you're well. Hope family's good. Muhammad, wa alaikum assalam. I've had one for the past 2 weeks. Me and may Allah grant all of us shifa. Everyone who's suffering from some sort of illness. I mean, I don't know what it is. It's just like a throat and nose thing. Nose seems a bit blocked today. Right, so this is Roots of Knowledge, guys. If you guys are not familiar with Roots of Knowledge, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe button. To this week, I actually put up. Did any of you guys manage to watch the video on the Learn How Salat? There's go Learn How Salat, Learn How to Read Salat series. Some people are asking me, can you make videos where you explain how to recite certain verses and certain like du'as that are read in Salat? So I thought, you know what, I'll do that. So I did that, did the shahud. Maybe next time I might do thana, things like that, just to kind of have a whole series of what to recite in Salat. And on Tuesday, I put up a nice hadith from the 40 hadith collection of Suyuti. So if you guys are not familiar with the videos that I put up, almost every day I put some sort of video up, almost every day. And on Wednesday, I put up from the Diwan of Ali radiallahu anhu, very beautiful poem, nice poem, I loved it. And Thursday, I put up Mukhtasar al-Quduri from the chapter of Buyu. So the chapter of Buyu is started, guys. And inshallah, we're going to go through the whole thing. So hopefully you guys are going to be benefiting, inshallah. Right. And today, obviously, it's a live stream. COVID going around again. I got its third, but nothing serious this time. Maybe it might be COVID, Yeah, actually, might be COVID. Who knows? Could be COVID. First time I got COVID was really bad. I was like knocked out for a whole 2 weeks. That was crazy. That was. Ahmed Hussein, wa alaikum assalam. Ahlan wa sahlan, my brother. Hope you're well. I'm finally nearing the end of my insurance and said now. They offered me to buy my car at a certain price. Then I found them again and wanted to buy my car back. So their offer is initial price minus the price of buying the car back. Is it permissible as there are two different transactions? Yeah, permissible. So you bought the car from them from the price, and then you basically buy it off them. It's like kind of murabaha, you can say, or munaqasa. It's like the opposite of murabaha, where they kind of make a loss on it, don't they? So yeah. Okay. Anyway, my car, Mohammed, you gotta make dua for my car. My car's been playing up. I've been looking around for a car. I've been asking. My brother's been looking for a car for me as well. So at the moment, my car sometimes you put it into drive and it just, mashallah, it'll do its own thing. It won't even go forward. Yeah, it's got like it does its own. It's got its own level of tawakkul. Yeah. So the car, hopefully, inshallah, my brother found a couple of cars. Maybe this weekend might go check them out, see what they're like. But I don't know. I mean, it's all about, sometimes you might look nice, but then when you drive it, you realize that it's not really the car that you want. So they offer 1,000, then I buy back for 200. So they'll keep the 800. Yeah. Yeah. So because it's a clear transaction. Jin's joyride. Exactly something. Jin's like just probably put into drive and say, no, we're not going to let this car go. Cruising around. Wa alaikum assalam randomly. Ahlan wa sahlan, my brother. Ahlan wa sahlan. I hope you're well randomly. I hope everything's good in India. Enjoying the I'm sure there must be some nice weather there. All right, so throat there. So I've actually bought some of these. I don't know if you guys. Let me just try to. Let's see if I can get it off. All right, these clips. These are very strong clips I found in the shops the other day. I think it was in Lidl. So these are like I use these cloths for the cloth that I put on the camera, and I tried to use some pegs, but they weren't strong enough. But these ones are quite good. These are very durable, very strong, and this is good for like wires. So I'll sometimes have wires hanging around. So this is good for if I want to attach the wire in such a way that it doesn't move about. Yeah. So I actually still got to do a video for you guys on my setup. See what happens is because the setup always updates, I actually forget what my original setup was. I mean, I can remember my setup, but I forget little details of how did I overcome this and what did I do. So inshallah, I'm gonna have to make a setup. Ideally, what I want in my next stage is I want in the background over there. I'm probably gonna move that, and I'll put a desk there, and then put a camera. I have to buy a camera and have it set up there all the time. So when I want to do like over, those kind of like overhead recordings when I'm sort of writing and all that. So that's going to be good for that overheads. Because if it's when you have cameras, one of the things that you need to remember is having a camera is good, but the setup is hard because every time you try to reset it, there's a small little factor you haven't taken into consideration that messes everything up. So sometimes what happens is I set my camera up and then I adjust it for something else. Then I try to put it back, it doesn't get the right. So sometimes if you notice in the screen, sometimes the screen might be a bit wider. Sometimes there might some things that are below show more. Some things like at the moment you can see this over here. Yeah, it's actually this. So I'll just raise that there. And then you got this over here. Yeah, which is this cloth over there. So you got all these things. So that's why camera setups, you need to have a setup that's just fixed there and you don't move it around. So that's why, inshallah, that's the next. Okay. All right. Randomly, ahlan wa sahlan. Fahmida Begum, alaikum assalam. Ahlan wa sahlan. Did you manage to sort out that the tarkib then? Kaz Mataz, wa alaikum assalam. Muhammad Mullah, ahlan wa sahlan. My brother Muhammad Mullah from another mother. How's things, bro? Well, how's the school? Tell us about the school. What's the latest? What's the thing that you enjoy the most? And what's the thing that you hate the most there? Yeah, this is a question for everyone, by the way. What's the thing that you love the most about the thing that you look forward to in your job? And what's the thing that you hate the most in your job? Put it in the comments. I like to read, and then I'll tell you mine. Wa alaikum assalam, mashallah, long time no see, been long time. I know. Very, very long. I hope you're well, family's well. I hope you're enjoying the nice rest that you've had. Randomly, yeah, after a long summer, the weather is cooler and cozy now. Yeah. Now, one day, inshallah, I'm going to come to India. Inshallah. May Allah make the situation better for Muslims. So, if you're on the Aftershock Bone headphones you showed me on sale for 39 at the moment, if anyone wants to. £39, yeah? Excellent, excellent, excellent. Put a link. Send me a link. I'll put a link up if anyone wants to get them. Yeah, look at that. Because they're probably coming out with a better one now. So they're probably thinking, why, no one's going to buy these, so we need to get rid of the stock. But they're very good, I must say. I mean, these are, mashallah, these are my aftershocks. These are fantastic. Alhamdulillah. Salam, ahlan wa sahlan. Ahlan wa sahlan. Welcome, my brother Saqib. I'm very good, thank you very much. How's Stoke-on-Trent? What's the latest there? I know the incident once where a certain scholar came from a Muslim country and he had a lot of followers who regard him as wali. He went towards the automatic door, they opened, and they did, and everyone made stories that even the door respects Allah. Allahu Akbar. I should have done this with like the escalators, those travelators. Yeah, just like set on them and just like kind of done this, and all my followers will be Allahu Akbar. I need that, bro. I need that. Yeah. Actually, you know what you need? You just need a few real good, like kind of guys that can really big you up, right? And then that's it. We'll be launched. Yeah. We'll have a new website and we'll have new kind of uniform and souvenirs you can buy as well. Ahmed R. Ahlan wa sahlan. Ahlan wa sahlan. Can you explain this statement from موسوعة فقهية لا يجوز التعزير بحلق اللحية لكونه أمرا محرما في ذاته عند الجمهور. Uh, I'll have to see the whole thing, what the whole thing is. لا يجوز التعزير بحلق لحية لكونه yeah, so basically, if I'm understanding what this means is the government cannot punish someone, like if they can do a crime, you can't punish them by shaving off their beard. Because the shaving off the beard is an amr muharram, is something which is considered to be intrinsically a prohibited act according to majority of the scholars. Shaving it off totally. Not cutting. Cutting is different. Shaving it off. So, like, let's say the judge wants to punish someone for, I don't know, bullying cyclists on the road, and says, right, your punishment is going to be, we're going to shave your beard off now. So in them days, the beard was obviously considered to be like what we consider nowadays to be maybe something like the hair nowadays, like really important to a lot of people, and it's a part of their identity. Is ماذا لو an Arabic expression or aranjia? Yeah, it seems aranjia. I don't hear that. I don't hear that around in the books. ماذا لو. English, but sounds very wrong. ماذا لو. What if? Yeah, like hypothetically, what if? ماذا لو. What do you think, Rizwan? Ikram, ahla wa sahla, wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. I hope you're well. And your second name, I don't know how to pronounce it. Bol Akhrif. I'm probably saying it wrong. Fahmida Yaji Ustad explained. Ahlan wa sahlan. Muhammad Mullah, you might want to. So, what was the explanation then? What explanation did he give? You might want to make yourself another cup of tea. I'm going to rant for a while. Go for it. Actually, electricity. So, actually, I will reserve this tea. I'll put it to a thermos. Hamad, I look forward to home time. Oh, right. That's a nice one. Yusha, alaikum assalam. What is the difference between reading books like Qasas and regular children's books, and which is best? So, Qasas al-Nabiyyin is basically like designed for not scratch students, children who are like from basic. It's probably designed for kids that are maybe at the age of, I don't know, 8 or 9, maybe 10. Yeah, so they've already got some past Arabic under their belt. And the other regular books are much easier to follow. Yeah, they're more structured, easier. I would have loved it if Sheikh Abu Hassan Nadawi had actually made a very, very easy, like, these kids' books. I've actually put a link up. Someone on my Instagram put up a link or mentioned a few good books that to read. Kids series, 36 books, and I put it on my Telegram. So if you check it out there, they're like they're progressive. So they start from beginner to like a good level. Sheikh, what's your position on pus breaking wudu? Apparently, it's different from blood and doesn't break wudu. According to Hanafis, pus breaks wudu. Yeah, if it flows, that is on its own. If it flows. One thing I look forward to is salary. Yeah, that's a good one. Haydar Ali, wa alaikum assalam. Ahlan wa sahlan. If a person doesn't know what madhab he follows and asks me if he should do qasr as a musafir, should I tell him the Hanafi? Yes. You tell him what you studied. Best thing about the job is they have a prayer space and chaplain imam who's really nice scholar. Allahumma barik. Seeing him and talking to him makes my day. Alhamdulillah. That's fantastic, guys. So, okay, so he's basically part of the school, is one of the staff. Inshallah, I'll be waiting for that day. It'll be an honor, inshallah. Definitely, inshallah. I would love to come to India. Job is quite relaxed at times, but really crazy at times, depending on whether it's a strike. Oh, serious. Stoke's boring. I need to move somewhere in the community. Come to Birmingham, bro. Masir Ali, wa alaikum assalam, my brother from America. America sahib, kya hal hai? Where shall I go after I complete your Usul Hadith? Seekers Guidance are doing Nukhbatul Fikr by Imam Ibn Hajar. Yes, study that, definitely. Students will always use it as an excuse not to turn up to college, but now they're cracking down on students who are really bad for attendance and are just removing them. Serious, yeah? That's excellent. In our days, we never had that. If a person is doing ghusl and during ghusl he needs to urinate, does he have to start the ghusl again? No, he doesn't. Is dried money still najis? Yes. I was trying to write a question to my teacher in Arabic. What if the evidence is stronger? But couldn't translate it in Arabic. Tried Google Translate and it gave what if. Yeah, that is what if, but they use it for like hypothetically. Like hypothetically, what if that? Oh, I see. Wudu area and prayer room at work is the best thing. So help, mashallah. Yeah. I didn't know people look forward to the wudu room. that's like a first for me. Yeah, actually, you know what? In some mosques, the wudu rooms are very nice. Like Cambridge Mosque, the wudu's facilities are probably the best I've ever seen. Next. Sheikh, I was reflecting recently on a hadith and came to a certain conclusion. Maybe you can share your thoughts. Go for it, bro. Sheikh, if someone drinks, say he consumed alcohol at night, so will his salah be literally invalid? No. So salat physically is what we call done. But the like, because he's in a state of sin, the reward, he doesn't get the reward. Yeah, he's a staff member. He leads Jummah Salah for students and staff. Mashallah, you guys have Jummahs there as well, yeah? Yeah, mashallah. We've actually got a school near where I teach. There's a school nearby. And they actually stopped the kids from praying. I don't know, it was some technical issue, like they couldn't get a room or they couldn't get like someone to monitor them. So the kids started to come to As-Sufa to pray their dhuhr. And mashallah, I think it's excellent because now those kids can see other people studying ilm and, maybe it'll have an effect on them. So my Ustad said Mubtada awwal is thalatha and Haqqun Allah was the Mubtada thani and Awnuhum is the khabar. He also said that Mawsul Sifa is within that. Yeah, excellent. Good, excellent. How would you translate what if the evidence is stronger? I would say you say something like وماذا تقول ماذا تقول إن كان دليلهم أقوى ماذا تقول وماذا يقال you can say ماذا يقال وكيف إذا كان كيف instead of saying what if you probably say كيف وكيف إذا كان yeah, what if the evidence is strong? I'm trying to think of something better. You could say something like this. Hab means suppose. Suppose da. Suppose هب دليلهم أقوى فماذا إذن There a hadith, Hassan hadith Abu Dawood, that says there will be conflict at the end of the death of the Khalif, and then a man will flee from Medina to Makkah and will give him allegiance, and we will accept unwillingly. There is no Khalifa currently, which means that before Imam Mahdi comes, the Khilafah will have already been re-established and will not be re-established only when he comes. Um, I mean, I probably have to disagree with it. So, because the Prophet ﷺ has said, after the four Khalifas, there will only be like oppressive rulership. There'll be oppressive monarchy. Yeah. So mulkun, there'll be mulk. So that's why, I can't remember all the wordings of this hadith, but sometimes Khalif can just mean like a leader, just a leader in itself. Yeah. So I mean, this is the question where some people have, isn't it? They say, does the Khalifa have to call himself Khalifa, or can he simply just do the duties of a Khalifa, yeah, fully or partially, and still have that title of like Khalifa? I always judge a mosque by the toilet. Some mosque toilets are really bad. Yeah, I know. Sometimes you go in there, your feet get wet with those slippers. You're thinking, who used these before me? Or how many people used this before me? And then you're thinking, shall I pull the chain or press the button? Maybe someone's like the dirty hands, and what are these droplets on the floor? It's one of those memes, anyway, when you go into a toilet and like your brain is saying all sorts of things. Has the guy touched the handle? Was he careful of? Yeah, so Haydar, my teacher said that dry and money isn't najis, but he said it's better to remove. He is a Hanafi. Does the prayers need to be repeated with this? No, no. If you prayed behind him, it's fine. I mean, I don't know what is his dalil for it. What is his dalil that dry is pure? I want to let you know that the writing a story out of the words advice you gave helped me be noticing that it helps more than old method. Yeah, definitely. Alhamdulillah. And honestly, I've seen this so many times that when you're writing any language, when you're learning and you're writing the language, you're trying to articulate yourself, your mind is thinking so much. Yeah. So, I sometimes when I write, like when I'm like typing in Arabic, I have to think a lot. Like honestly, I have to think a lot. Sometimes it'll take me half an hour to write like a 10-line message because I'm thinking, how should I say this? What should I say? And I want to really say it in a way that is like articulate, not just like a normal Arabic. Just like articulate it really well. So yeah, the more you're gonna put pen to paper, the more it's gonna help. Wa alaikum assalam, young Mayan, ahlan wa sahlan, ahlan wa sahlan, welcome. Welcome to this live stream. Hope you're well. Muhammad Mullah, mashallah, that's actually amazing. It's great to see young children give salah its due right, definitely, mashallah. And it's so inspiring as well. Alhamdulillah, when you see, school kids praying salah. The answer to what if the evidence is stronger is just become Hanafi. You got a point there, bro. Danish, Ustad, I have just completed studying Nahu and Little Surf, but I'm not able to read Arabic literature. What steps should I take? So basically, what I would suggest is go through like kids' books. Yeah, so go through kids' books. In fact, let me just show you that series. Let me see if I can find it on Telegram. Allah, right, let's see this. Okay, so okay, let's see if this works. Right. Oh, mashallah, jazakallah khair. Ahlan wa sahlan, brother. Randomly, may Allah bless you immensely in this dunya and the akhirah. Jazakallah khair for your kind donation. Jazakallah khair. It means a lot to me, guys. When you guys show support to my channel, love, make du'as. I know you guys are making du'as for my channel as well and the work. Alhamdulillah, may Allah bless all of you guys who are making this happen. The project, the big project, which is for me to put all of the books up fully explained online, inshallah. Jazakallah khair randomly. May Allah bless you. Okay. وإن كان دليلهم أقوى. Yeah. So وإن كان دليلهم أقوى. That's like it's like the hidden is saying this isn't it? You're saying and what if the dalil is what if وإن كان دليلهم أقوى ماذا يعني ماذا تقول? What would you say? Yeah, but وإن كان دليلهم أقوى is also good. Masir Ali, do you like using fountain pens? I bought some ink yesterday. In fact, I've actually got a whole bunch of pens that I bought, and actually, I can cut them, to make them for Arabic calligraphy because I learned that when I was in madrasa, and you know, it's actually I think I put a video up many years ago. Maybe I'll put a new one up to show how to cut a pen for Arabic calligraphy. And I used to actually teach people how to do Arabic calligraphy. My Arabic calligraphy is not that good, but I learned the technique, the method. So once you kind of learn the method and keep practicing, it's something I don't know if anyone is interested, maybe I can send them one. Maybe I can cut it for you and send it to you if you're interested. Yeah, in an Arabic calligraphy pen. So it's basically a left slant. Yeah, it's a left cut one. So it's got to be slightly cut. Do you like using Assalamu alaikum assalam Hasib ahlan wa sahlan. Welcome. Haydar Ali, is it possible that Mukhadram narrates directly from the Prophet ﷺ as he wasn't Muslim when the Prophet ﷺ was alive but converted after? Yes, he can. He can. It's possible. But the thing is, he's still going to be counted as a tabi'i. Yeah, so he's still going to be counted as a tabi'i. So if a person was a non-Muslim and they heard from the Prophet ﷺ something, yeah, like theoretically it's possible. I don't know if there's any case of that. Is there any hadith, Sheikh, that says one shouldn't take water immediately after taking food? Not to my knowledge. Not, I mean, I don't know. I haven't like scoured through all the narrations, but in the major books of hadith, it doesn't come. My conclusion rested on the thinking that Rasulullah didn't use any other words besides Khalif. He didn't say Malik or Amir Ra'is. The thing about the hadith, one thing you have to understand if you've done my hadith course, is that basically a lot of hadith words are actually from the Sahaba. It's their own wording. So they heard it from the Prophet ﷺ and then they reworded it in their own words. That a lot of hadith is like that. The worst is when someone uses your slippers to do wudu. Wow. Now you gotta leave stroke, bro. If that kind of thing happens in stroke, you gotta leave stroke. محمد عن أم سلمة النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم قال يكون اختلاف عند موت خليفة فيخرج رجل من أهل المدينة هاربا إلى مكة. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know he dalil it was during fiqh or Muyassar. Also, I use this position myself. I'm not sure which. Yeah, so it's fine. And because the Shafi is considered to be clean, you the past ones you assume that they accepted, and now from now on, you don't. Danish Muhammad Ahlan wa Sahlan, house of people. In Quran, Allah is pleased with Islam as our religion and completed His favor. Alhamdulillah. Quran without hadith is not complete. Zainab, alaikum assalam, ahlan wa sahlan, welcome. Can you please share some motivational advice for parents of children doing hifz? I don't have any children and, well, they don't do hifz. So what I would say is this is just like me just looking at observing other people. Hifz requires like a very strong connection parents having with children. You can send your children to a madrasa and they can do hifz there, and then you can do it like the military style. But I think a lot of it is when the parents will listen to their children. So getting involved, listen to your children, telling them the benefits of memorizing the Quran, giving them incentives as well. I think it's probably one of the hardest things to do because hifz itself is very difficult. So whenever something's difficult, the incentive has to be really high. And a child's incentive is either just going to be purely self motivation, or it's going to be something which is external. Yeah, and that external thing the parents have to work on. But I don't know if anyone else has got any tips. Zainab Sheikh, if a child is 9 and doing hifth, could one go easy on them with salah, or is that risky? Child gets stressed and tired. I've seen some children who are at that age and who can do it, but I've seen some who find it very difficult. Maybe at the age of 9, maybe it's just like small hifs. Like the aim is just like small surah, small things like that, like small ayats, the last juz. That's possible. Travel light. Walaikum salam. How can we learn Arabic calligraphy? And I would love to learn how to cut pens calligraphy. I've never heard of it. Yeah, I mean, inshallah, I can make a video, inshallah, maybe showing. My calligraphy isn't the most best calligraphy, but it will show you how you hold the pen. Ideally, if you want to teach someone, you have to be right next to them because they have to see how you hold the pen. And there's like a technique of like moving the pen around and slightly turning it as well whilst you write. So it's not like normal writing where you just hold the pen fixed. Yeah, imagine this is the pen, you just hold it fixed and then you just move your hand. You actually have to twist the nib as well slightly. Uh, as for Salah, Zainab, what I would say is, yeah, so it's like weaning basically. Consider it like weaning. You got to wean them into it. Yeah, and then you got to obviously have this like lifestyle as well where everyone's praying or a lot of people in the house are praying. Can you start back up the Arabic reading lessons? The problem is I don't really have time for that. That's the thing. Yeah, at the moment I want to start back the Arabic podcasts, but it's just the timings. Randomly, how you have no idea, Sheikh, the impact of these live streams. I wish I found something like this when I used to get so many questions on Islam and Deen in general, but didn't have the right person. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. May Allah produce more live streams out there that benefit people. Haider Ali, can Ada Qasir ever be sinful? Can it become Kamil if your niyyah was for Kamil? I know this is just technicalities. Can Ada Qasir ever be sinful? Of course, Ada Qasir can be sinful. Like, for example, if you pray your Salat and miss out Surah Fatiha, Ada Qasir, so it can be sinful. If can it become Kamil if your niyyah was for Kamil? So Kamil basically means the way that Allah has ordained it. How has Allah ordained this? This is how Allah has ordained it. So therefore, if this is how Allah has ordained it, that means that's the Kamil way. So it's not whether you decide it's Kamil or not. Randomly, may Allah bless you, my brother, randomly, and protect you as well. Remember, guys, hit the like button, guys. Hit the like button. Wasn't Zir ibn Hubaysh alive at the time of Rasulullah but became Muslim after his death? But to be fair, unsure if he met Rasulullah as a non-Muslim though. Yeah, that's it. That's the thing, isn't it? Abu Sufyan was a non-Muslim at the time of the Prophet, and he actually narrates things that he sort of like. Well, that's not from the Prophet, but it's from Herakl. Hifd's advice, my teacher said to never put a timeline on how many years to finish, just do something every day as it is. Yeah, that's a good point. I like that. That's excellent. I think that's the main thing we need to understand about all these kind of courses, alim courses and Hifz course. It's about just continuing it. Just don't put a timeline, but obviously work towards some sort of goal. Kindly start Arabic with English subtitles. Yeah, I'm wondering the problem with English subtitles is you can't just make English subtitles. You got to pay someone to put the subtitles in. That's the only problem. So, if there was, if there was a person who could, volunteer and make all the subtitles, that would be excellent. Honestly, I tried to make subtitles at one point, but just for like a 5-minute video, it would take me like half an hour to 45 minutes just to make subtitles for a particular video. So imagine 2-hour video. That's going to take all day. So that's the only problem, Muhammad Ibrahim. Rizwan Arifin. In your opinion, which book is best read after Quduri before moving to Fiqh Muqarana? I mean, generally, we study Quduri and then we study something like Ikhtiyar or Lubab or even like Hidayah as well. Go to Hidayah. Yeah, definitely. I think after you study Quduri, there needs to be a book where scholars have discussed the dalil. Yeah, so those kind of books. Meaning, if I wake up late for Fajr intentionally and pray straight away, is this Kamil or Qasir? So if you're a man and you didn't pray with Jama'ah, then it's Qasir. Shall give me some anecdotes from the things you learned from life in general, like an incident that taught you something? It's hard to kind of come out with it now, but I have loads that come in the day in my head. Okay, let me think. Okay, I got this one. When a student does this, when a student is studying and a student does this, that is probably one of the most that was the most satisfying things that the teacher can see in a student. You know, like teaching something, and the student goes, it's like you change his life. Like, oh, he was going on this path and he was lost, and all of a sudden you explain this one masala, and now he's that awe of his has, it's like the Subhanallah in a gathering when the scholar's giving a talk and someone just shouts out Subhanallah, and the scholar just goes into second gear. Okay, that's not anecdote, but that's just something that came to my mind. And I thought I'd share it with you guys. Yeah. Okay, let me tell you some anecdotes. Yeah. So, let me tell you one thing. One thing is this: is that whenever, whenever you want to study anything, always, always, always remember that studying always has to come from. No, let me word it properly. Studying. Let me explain to you. Maybe you can come out with a anecdote for it. Basically, a lot of times when I see students who study, they don't understand like what to ask in studying. So, like they think studying is this. You simply just you join a course and you just write down what the teacher says, and then you do the exams and then you qualify. That's what they think studying is. Studying that's only part of studying. The most important part of studying is actually like knowing what you want to gain from that studying, what you want to ask the teacher. Yeah. So, how would you put that into an anecdote? Come out with some type of anecdote for that. What would you guys say? Yusha, are English subtitles even helpful listening? Aren't you just supposed to read? I mean, some people like the subtitles. Yeah, I can imagine that some people want to follow it so they can understand like certain words that are said. Ammar Atiq, what are some good tajweed books to study? I don't know. I haven't studied many tajweed books. I've studied Al Burhan. Tasil Al Burhan is a book that I studied, which was taught in our first year, I think, and maybe second year. Tasil Al Burhan I studied. But there are like other tajweed books. The general Burhan is like a big book. It's a big book, but then Tasheel is a condensed version of it. And besides that, there are like qira'at, books of qira'at. The poems of Shatibiyya, which is a famous one. Salman Osman has a good YouTube channel that has some good Arabic. Yeah, check that out. Check that out, guys. لا بأس طهور إن شاء الله. جزاك الله خير, House of people. جزاك الله خير. Muhammad, watched Masir, insert a story from Pakistan. I've made that expression many times in your usul hadith for your information. Yeah, that expression, yeah. Allah, that's it now. Just now, you told me now. I'm just getting all that kind of like, all those subhanallahs are like putting me into the next gear now. There's one. I think the question of Haydar Ali is, if I pray qasir, will I be sinful? No, I don't think he means that. He's talking about usul point. There's an usul discussion on ada, and ada is basically of two types, mahad and shabih bil qada, and then ada mahad is of two types, kamil and qasir. Ibn Adam, alaykum assalam, ahlan wa sahlan. Muhammad, a good question is half knowledge. Yeah, that's that famous statement, isn't it? Yeah, some attribute to Ibn Abbas radiallahu anhu. I think probably a better one would probably be, not to say he was not better, he was good, but probably a better one would be something like knowing before you know will make you know. Allah, look at that. Knowing before you know will make you know. Meaning knowing what you're meant to be learning, like having a plan of what you're meant to be learning, what you're meant to be gaining from this. Before you know, yeah. Knowing before knowing will make you know. What do you think of that, Muhammad? Is the correct term ada qasir or ada naqis? Both are fine, but qasir just is like more. It sounds more adab, muta'addib. Is there a good YouTube channel with Arabic videos with English with Arabic subtitles? There's quite a lot, you know. There's quite a lot. There's actually the Omar series. Omar series that's actually got Arabic subtitles. In fact, if you look at any Arabic, if you just put subtitles on, any Arabic one will probably come up with Arabic subtitles. I'm actually trying to figure out how I can put Arabic subtitles on, but I can't seem to work it. But a lot of these, like Arabic documentaries, they have these. Sheikh gonna go into Wajd. That's it, bro. Ustad, what is the difference between madhab and deen? So I've actually done a three-part series on madhab, the history of madhab. But deen is basically the whole of the Sharia. You can say almost deen might be considered to be the same as Sharia. Madhab is an approach, a way to try and understand that. So imagine the deen is considered to be like the deen is considered to be like the iCloud, you can say, and your device is like the madhab is the interface, how you interface with the deen. Uh, in your Quduri, you said, how do you know how much ilm, how do you know how much ilm you need based on your goals? That's a good question. That is, it's a hard one. It's a hard question. So you have to ask other people so basically, if you want to study anything, I'll give you some easy tips. If you want to study anything, what you need to do is ask other people about what is taught in this subject. Like, let's say you want to go and study Ilm al-Kalam, for example. Go to someone who knows about Ilm al-Kalam, who studied it thoroughly, maybe teaches it. Ask them to summarize for you what are the things in there and what things should you look out for. Get tips from other people who are well experienced in that field to give you an insight and what kind of things you're meant to be. Does that make sense? In your Qudud, you said that using wet wipes to remove najas is okay. Is this any wet wipe? Yes. In good movies, I only know the Imam Ahmed Hanbal and Omar series. Already watched the Imam. Yeah, the Arabic's quite good there. وتمايلي طربا لحل عويصة الدرس أشهى من مدامة الساق الله. And there's actually one before that as well. I think you missed the one before that. Yeah. What's the one before that? Read the one before that. Asim, Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I hope you're well, inshallah. May Allah Ta'ala increase you in good. I mean, what is your view on Sheikh Taha Jab Alwan? I don't know. I don't really kind of know too much about him, so I wouldn't be able to say. Specifically, he wrote a book titled Apostasy in Islam and claimed, contrary to the madhab, that mere apostasy has no prescribed punishment. He lists a number of evidences. I mean, possibly. I mean, the whole concept of apostasy itself, and there is like a lot of discussion on certain points. Like, what does it fall under? Does it fall under Ridda? Does Ridda fall under Muharaba? Is it considered to be a separate thing? Is it from the Hudud? But I haven't read his book, so I wouldn't know to comment. Tanweeru alaykum assalam. For the Musafir, is praying Qasr Fard? According to Hanafis, it's wajib. Ibn Adam, Mufti, any advice for students who would like to return to studying Alimiyyah class after finishing it? Will be most appreciated. Any of your courses? What I would suggest, anyone who has done an Alimiyyah course and feels as though they're deficient, then the first thing you should do is the books that you've studied, go over them again yourself. Honestly, you'll find so much benefit in this. Definitely, I would definitely say that, you know, a lot of people, whilst they're studying, if they go over the books of the previous years, they'll benefit a lot. So do it, trust me, you are going to benefit immensely. Before, like, if you've done a course, you've got all those tools and the stuff that you studied. Now go on to, now, if you get stuck, like if you try to read Hidayat and Nahu again and you get stuck, then obviously look for someone that can probably teach you it, or maybe in recordings on it, and then go through that. The second, if you can do it, is teach it to someone. So the book that you have, choose a book and say to someone, you want to learn Hidayat and Nahu, like in a cowboy style, and they go, yeah, go on then, and then just teach them it. Honestly, you'll see you yourself will start to understand it better. I read an Ibn Sina quote a long time ago. Those who know do not know that they really know is to know what. Okay, how's that? Those who know do not know. So basically, those who are knowledgeable scholars do not know that they really know. That they're so humble that they that they don't know that they know. Like they know, everyone knows that this guy knows. Like everyone knows this guy's a big time scholar, but they themselves see themselves as nothing. So he says that they don't know that really know is to know what you do not know. That real knowledge is to know all the things you don't know. That's an excellent statement, guys. Probably, I don't know, I might have heard something similar and maybe I formulated that anecdote from that. For YouTube, there are browser extension plugins to put subtitles over videos. I watched the Imam. Yeah, is there? Extension. Do you know any extension? Okay, is it Shaz? Um, I've actually heard people say that, but a lot of people have hold that view. It is a Shaz. It's not the mainstream view, obviously. Yeah. Is it okay for me to read a Risala? What's the Arabic like? Have a go. The Arabic is easy, but the problem is the way that it's written is that there's a lot of things that are assumed you already know. So this is the problem. It's like in English, if you read a New Scientist magazine, the English is easy to read generally, but the problem is that they write the articles in such a way that they already assume you've got a certain level of education. وألذ من نقر الفتاة لدفرها الله نقري لألقي الرمل على أوراقي. Bro, you know what that means, yeah? Been looking at a bunch of Salafi stuff, warning to stay away from Ilm al-Kalam and Ashariman. I study at a Darul Uloom under Mufti Yasir. Is Sheikh Adham safe to listen to? Sheikh Adham, yeah? Sheikh Adham, is it the one in Syria? Yeah, he's, mashallah, he's fine. And before that, it's وسرير أقلامي على صفحاتها أحلى من الدوكاء والأشاق. That's the main part you missed out, bro. That was like the nice part of that. Assalamu alaikum, ahla wa sahlan, my brother Zed. What's happening, bro? What's the latest? What's the latest going on in the north, up north? I hate the feelings of studying a book and feeling like you don't know the basics or even your own books. Masir Ali, according to Ibn Sina, you are the biggest alim, bro. Yeah, you just in 3.5 lines, you have just demonstrated that you know. I'm gonna start saying that to all students now. If they fail the exam, I'm gonna say it's okay. According to Ibn Sina, you failed this exam, you got 10% marks, but you know. What do you guys think of that? Is that something you guys like? Yeah. Just to make them happy. I say, bye. Don't worry. Don't chill out, guys. You guys know. Just because you think you don't know, you know that you don't know. I think Ibn Sina didn't think this one out properly. To be honest, what do you guys think? I think he didn't think this. He didn't know, in like 1,000 years' time, there's gonna come someone who's gonna start using this, and it's not gonna work. Cowboys, the style. Hey, that I've gone through Tashil al-Nahu and it's a regular reference point. Shall I study Hidayat al-Nahu or stick to literature? Yeah, study Hidayat al-Nahu. Study it. Get enough Nahu that when you're trying to translate the Quran or you're looking to a tafsir, you can appreciate it. Jazakallah khair, Ibn Adam. Allah yutik al-afiyah wal-khair wal-shifa wal-salam. Ameen ya Rabbal Alameen. Ameen. Beautiful dua. Dua Jamil. So can I use a wet wipe to remove urine splashes? Yes, you can. If it's on clothing, then no, because that requires water to get absorbed into the material and remove it. But if the wet wipe is so wiped that you can repeatedly put it on it and then draw out the water, then yeah. So can I use a nice? You'll like that one, yeah. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna call it a day. I'm gonna go. As you can see, my beard looks proper thick today. Yeah, all the white hairs coming out, and my hair is going long again. As you can see, look, long hairs coming back, guys. Video duas. Nice quote, but not enough to get students exams. It's a bit late. I'm gonna say after they fail. So after they fail, I'll just call them and say, listen, and I'll just show them Brother Muhammad's quote. I'll just say, look, read this. They probably won't understand it. I don't. I don't know anything. I'm a PhD. I don't know that I don't know anything. So what does that make me? Think about that. Think about that, bro. That's too funny, that is. Okay, guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. MashaAllah. Let me just show you some of my notes. These are like some of the notes that I make. I'm trying to prepare my videos. Some notes I make. Yeah. Here's some of the notes. And these are like the hadith. Yeah, this is the tarkeeb that I'm going to be putting up, inshallah, hopefully this week. This tarkeeb. هذا طالب جديد من London. So I'm going to be explaining this tarkeeb, how to do it. Yeah, this is from the hadith series. You know what I'm thinking? I think S was saying, you mentioned this before, didn't you? I think I'm going to get all these, put it all together, maybe gift it to one of you guys. Jalo, how is that? You can have like a piece of roots of knowledge in your house, in a frame. Haider Ali, is it true that to say the Hanafis prioritize the sharh over the matan? The sharh over the matan? I don't understand. Is that another anecdote? The Hanafis prioritize the sharh over the matan. Allah. May Allah reward you for your time. You're welcome, my brother. Ibn Adam, I don't know that I don't know that I don't know that. Damn. Ibn Adam, you're like next level PhD. You can't even explain what you are. That's like some PhD squared. S for saying, I was inspired to get some Sharpies after watching your videos. Unfortunately, mine are still sitting. You actually bought some more, you know. And you know what? These are very, very nice. I've actually got a whole bunch of brand new ones. But, you know, these are really good. I've probably finished maybe the whole time I'll be making these videos. I probably finished 4 pens, 5 pens. Ali, can I use wet wipes and squeeze the water on my trousers and then wipe it off? Yes. Which print of Fiqh al-Hamdulillah do you have? You showed me in the past. I can only find Darul Kalim al-Tayyib, which is 20 years old. Al-Fiqh al-Hanafi wa Adillatuhu. Yes, I think I've got the same one. I've actually got a Pakistan print. It's a Pakistan print. It's Idarat al-Quran. So this is Idarat al-Quran, basically. Idarat al-Quran. I think it's most likely it's an Arab print and they've just plagiarized it. It seems as though they're just doing a nice plagiarism. No, actually, they've got Ijaza. Yeah. Yeah, so they got Ijaza from the author, Sagar As'ad Sagarji. Yeah, so it's a very nice, easy to read print. Oh, by the way, this was one in one of my exams. This was my number. Okay, so if anyone wants to plagiarize that, you by all means. This was my, because they never used to let you put your name on the exam paper. You had to put a number, so that just in case, you know, you kind of the examiner knows you, and then he's kind of lenient with you. So with the number, you can't tell. There you go. Number. That's my number 6550. Yeah, 6550. So 6550 007. Yeah, that's the one. It's a quite old print. I mean, I bought this about 15, 16 years ago, maybe. Actually, maybe more. Yeah, I probably bought it 20 years ago, you know. Maybe 20 years ago it's been since I bought it. Lots of work behind those videos. One day I'll binge watch all your videos, inshallah. You gotta get a library tour done, inshallah. Definitely. Any courses for students who have finished Alamiya you have on your website? I don't really kind of. It just depends. It depends what you're into. Let's say, for example, you want to cover the whole of Kuduri. I've got the whole of Kuduri. You can go through the whole of Kuduri. That would be good. Maybe you want to go through certain parts of Hidayah, or you want to do Usul Fiqh, Usul Shashi. Then I've got that. Hidayah, I haven't done all of it. I'm still like in the process. But yeah, okay, guys. Instagram, guys. Take care. Have a nice, wonderful weekend. Let's just go off there. Q and A. Right. See you soon, Sheikh. Keep me, inshallah, randomly. I will definitely keep in du'as. Definitely, inshallah. Ya Allah, bless randomly and protect him and the Muslims in India. Honestly, you don't hear about what happens in India to Muslims. It's just heartbreaking. Very sad. I don't know that I don't know that I don't know what I don't know. So you lack the knowledge of the lack. So you're a big PhD. Exactly, bro. You know Muhammad. You know it. السلام عليكم أهلا وسهلا يا أخي الجميل أهلا وسهلا كيف الحال يا حبيبي. First one problem with Darul Quran is they replace a ya with ya. It really confuses me. Oh, did they? I've never noticed that. I actually haven't noticed that. Do they do it all the time? I mean, it doesn't look that way in this book. I mean, maybe they did it in this. Maybe it's another print they did it in. Sheikh Rabbani said the Hanafis prioritize Sharh over Matan, says this is case based on law and why the Hanafis dominated the world. Okay, interesting. Anyway, guys, take care, inshallah. I will see you guys next time and have a wonderful week. Tomorrow, inshallah, is live stream. Oh, actually, Canadian guys, I actually got invited to go to Canada, to give a talk. I actually got invited to go Canada give a talk for a charity. But unfortunately, it's just too far and too long. The journey is like Edmonton. I think apparently it's like 10-15 hour flight journey there, and then 10-15 hour back, and then so it's gonna be difficult for me. So I had to unfortunately decline. So Canadian guys, I apologize. Yeah, I would have come and I would have had food with you guys because that's what I like, eating with people in Canada, and actually looking at the bears, Canada bears. Yeah, you got bears and moose. Jimmy J. Ahlan wa sahlan. Walaikum salam. Thoughts on Andrew Tate? Don't listen to the guy claims he's traditional, but feel for LGBT with Piers Morgan also made money from. Yeah, avoid Andrew Tate. فر من Andrew Tate كما تفر من الأسد. That's what they say. فر من Andrew Tate كما تفر من الأسد. Run away from this guy. Yeah. I mean, these individuals. They now basically are monetizing Muslims. They are basically making money out of sort of saying certain Muslim things or morals that Muslims agree to, and then getting this big, massive Muslim audience to agree with them. So this guy, I mean, he's just fornicating, alcohol drinking, abusive in his language. That's not where we learn our religion from. Allah protect us. Come to East Coast instead. Yeah, East Coast. And unfortunately, I don't think I'm allowed in America. Last time I applied, they rejected me. So actually, we can. If I go to Canada, then you can come there, isn't it? Yeah. On the border, you can come on the border. You can shake hands. Have you seen that India, Pakistan? That what's that place called up north, where they have that meeting place? هل اشتريت سيارة جديدة؟ لا، ما زلت مع سيارتي القديمة. ما زلت يعني أدعو لي الله يسهل لي سيارة صالحة. جزاك الله خير ابن آدم. Are you coming live tomorrow? Inshallah. Come down, guys, live. It would be very beneficial if you made a series on Usul Fiqh basics, for example, by Usul level with. That's actually a good idea. Now, I've actually done my 28 lessons of Usul Fiqh. and Usul Shashi and Nul Noir. So I think that might be a good, definitely. Okay, guys, take care, inshallah. Waga Border, that's what it's called. Waga Border. Allah. Right. Have a wonderful time. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.